Hi, good evening. I am Osireme. Now, earlier today, I made a super chat at United Stand, the Mark Gold Bridge show. I made a super chat because I made a reference to the monkey in the cage illustration, and then I relate it to Manchester United players. Mark Goldbridge, he omitted, I'm not calling him out. I just want to clarify the reason why I did that. I thought he would understand and he would speak more to it. But I he omitted the part of the monkey in the cage illustration and he read the other part which I said that the downing tools of Manchester United players, I mean the old players, is now rubbing off on the new ones that just arrived this summer. Now, the monkey in the cage illustration. As some scientists, or will I say scientists, gather some group of monkeys. Let me just give you the number five and put them in the cage. At the top of the cage, there is a banana hanging up there. And at the midsection of the cage, there's a sensor that will trigger anytime any of the monkey goes for the banana. Now, it happens that when the monkeys were introduced to the cage, they started going for the banana. And when anyone goes for the banana and triggers that sensor, the sensor will trigger a sprinkler and the rest of the monkey will get wet. It keep happening until all of the monkeys suddenly stop caring about the banana upstairs. So they don't care about it again. Nobody goes for it. Nowadays, scientists now goes in and start replacing the monkeys one after the other. You remove one and introduce a new one. Just one. And when that one comes in, that one now seen the banana upstairs. Ah, what are you guys doing? Look at banana up. Why aren't anybody going for it? Let me go. So the monkey will jump up to go for the banana. Before getting to the banana, the rest of the monkey will drag him down, will beat the monkey, and the cycle continues till that one gives up too. Now they will remove from the old ones, they will remove one. If the cycle continues, that new one will want to go for the banana, the remaining ones beat them down. Now this continues until the initial monkeys were replaced. And despite them being replaced, the culture continues. Now, what do I mean by this? Manchester United players, since Sir Alex Ferguson retired, have developed the culture of downing tools. Anytime a new manager comes in, there will be a ginger. Oh, let's go for something, let's go for something. You either go for an FA Cup, you go for Europa League, Carling Cup, but not for the league. Now, when that happens, the monkey will be like, oh, the rest of the monkey now will be like, oh, this new monkey that comes in, that's the manager, is not going in. It can be a manager, it can be a player, because it happens to Cristiano Ronaldo. So this person now wants to go for the banana hanging up. That can never happen in our watch. And the funny part is that the whole set of people that initiated this downing of tools, they have been replaced. All the players from Moyes era have been replaced. All the players from Van Gaal era, I think it's only Rashford and Luke Shaw that is still in the team. From Mourinho era, some of them have been replaced, some of them are still around. But because of that culture that have been resonant within them, that here we are specialists in downing tools. And what do I mean by that? You dare not go for that banana. That banana means anything. It can be a standard set or it can be an ambition set. I remember towards the ending of last season or towards the break, Jim McCarthy, the assistant coach, He made a statement in regards to Marcus Rashford. And he said, and I don't know whether it was during the FA Cup or so, he was encouraging Marcus Rashford to score. That Marcus Rashford is going to score and that will bring his confidence back. Marcus Rashford picked offense in that. Now, I'm not calling out Marcus Rashford, but that mentality of downing tools is now, the players are now doing it without even knowing that they are doing it, because the initial set of people that did it to sack the manager, I think they did it to sack Mourinho or Van Gaal. Yeah, I think it was Van Gaal. They did it to sack Van Gaal. Mourinho came in, the upliftment was there. When they discovered that Mourinho now is getting ambitious, no, we have to dunk tools and sack the player. Maybe the manager have now said or do one or two things that doesn't correspond with the initial OGs of the house. Now that one now goes and triggers the spirit of downing tools, which they now do to sack the coach. Eventually the coach was sacked, but who was sacked? Ole came in. Ole came in, the same what do you call it, set of people that were downing tools, they now started fighting. Until they realized, oh, Ole has come to stay. No, we can't allow this person to do. Let's try one more. There's one thing with stealing. If a thief, you give a thief, or let me say a rat, access to your food store, the rat goes in, it takes probably a bite from the fish, and it runs away. Next time the rat is coming, the rat may be a little bit of scary. It goes in, it take another bite, it run away. It will get to a point that even you and the rat will be walking majestically to go and take the same fish. Meaning that because the culture of downing tools have now been fortified or reinforced by the Glazers. Because it got to a point, Mourinho said that 3 players that he wanted to remove from the team, as of last season, those 3 players were still in the team. Mourinho famously wanted to sell Martial. They refused. The Glazers refused him from selling Martial. Pogba, the same thing. They wanted to sell. They preferred them to leave for free with, instead of selling them. And this has given the players are human beings for the love of Christ. They see what's going on. They know that even if we down tools, we will not be held responsible for it. And because of that, they can confidently choose when to perform and when not to perform. Margobri said something, well, I think it was last season when Tottenham faced Arsenal. Tottenham players were, was it Tottenham? Yeah, they faced Liverpool. I think it was Liverpool or Man City or so. The Tottenham fans were happy to lose because that will prevent Arsenal from winning the league. That you do not choose when and when not to perform, because once you start doing that, it will rub off on you, and automatically it will now start be triggering without even you having control about it. That is what happened with Manchester United. They started with Mourinho. Let us lose against Leicester. Let us look against this was a Liverpool game that sacked Mourinho. Let's down tools against Liverpool and see whether it will work. The down tools, they didn't sack him immediately, but that was when they sacked him immediately or so. As now it works. The next guy came in, Mourinho. Came in, and everybody started firing. The same group of people that looks as if they can't even kick a 5-yard pass, we're now winning PSG. Now, when Ole was given the full-time job, they realized, this man is here to stay. What did they do? They go and they start downing tools again. Now, until we remove that culture, and the problem is, I don't know how to remove it. You that is listening may not know how to remove it. But until that culture is removed from Manchester United is doomed. because it has already been stationed in their mind. And the problem is now rubbing off on the new players. One of the moderators in the United Stand made a statement when we signed Bruno. He said, and I quote, "I don't know how long it will take for Bruno to start behaving like the rest of the squad." Apparently, it didn't take that long, because in 2020, 2019, this is 2024, 5 years later, Bruno has joined the Mist. And today it was circulating around that Rashford was not the league. That is again service even got me disgusted, because if before I wasn't, because we know Manchester United, the league, they leak like a basket in an ocean. They leak. Now, if before I wasn't pointing a finger towards Marcus Rashford, and now someone else is coming out to say that Marcus Rashford is not the league, a clear conscience fears no accusation. Now I'm going to be looking at Marcus Rashford. Why will you allow your team, it may not be you, but why will you allow your team to put out that you are not the league? If you are not, if you don't fear any accusation, nobody, all that you have been saying before is that it's in the English players that are the league, because the foreign guys, they don't trust these media guys. The English players are the ones putting out the league. Now, why will you allow yourself to be used as a reference point that I am not the league? That means you've been leaking. Marcus Rashford, you've been leaking. You've been leaking. Either you come out and you say, apparently you're active on Twitter, on social media. Either you come out and you debunk that. Or I'm going to be suspecting. Anytime anything leaks, the first person I'm going to be suspecting is Marcus Rashford. I said it. The first person that comes to my mind, Marcus Rashford leaks it, until he comes out and says he's not the one. Even near that, I will still be having a double feeling about it. That aside, we have gotten to the Shambolos display has gotten to a rotten stage. And the problem is these players, because they are being compensated for it. Apparently, when you get to a level and you get that big wage that you're looking for, oh, now it's my turn to down tools. Because you know that the Glazers will never allow you to go for a lower price. It took the intervention of Jim Ratcliffe for Sancho to leave. If not, I don't even know whether it's Jim Ratcliffe himself, but the team is set around. If it was last season when Jim Ratcliffe hasn't come in, Sancho would have continued to play. You know that, I know that. Please like, share. Who knows? McGoldrick may see this and get to understand what I mean by the monkey in the cage illustration. It's not a racist something. I'm not trying to abuse anybody. I'm just saying that I just made the clarification. Thank you. Once again, I am Oseremi. Good night.